All right, welcome to the Explainer. We've got a massive one today. We are unpacking the clash we have literally all been waiting for, the highly anticipated Group C opening match between Brazil and Morocco. If you're a fan of, deep tactical chess matches, high-stakes drama, and just absolutely breathtaking goals, well, you're in the exact right place. Let's get right into it.
Let's talk about the atmosphere for a second. 80,663. That is how many fans were absolutely packing MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. I mean, the energy before kickoff was just electric. Picture a massive sea of yellow Brazilian jerseys completely mixed in with these insanely passionate Moroccan supporters. It was honestly the perfect stage for a modern footballing epic. Now, we knew going in we were guaranteed a fascinating contrast in styles today. On one side, you've got Brazil. 5-time world champions, right? And they're stepping onto the pitch with legendary manager Carlo Ancelotti making his World Cup debut. Even without Neymar, who we know is out injured, they are a terrifying force. And on the exact opposite side, Morocco, the fearless giant killers. Remember, this is the team that famously took down Portugal, Belgium, and Spain to reach the 2022 semifinals. They aren't intimidated by anyone. Which brings us to Section 1. First half, the shock, and the answer. So, right off the bat, from the opening whistle, Morocco came out completely fearless. They immediately weaponized this really aggressive high press. And in the 21st minute, it totally caught Brazil's central defenders sleeping. Gabriel and Marquinhos looked uncharacteristically uncomfortable back there. And the creative maestro, Brahim Diaz, he punished them for it. He orchestrated this perfectly weighted, perfectly timed through ball right through the very heart of the Brazilian defense. And that pass found PSV Eindhoven's Ismael Saibari, leaving him totally one-on-one with Alisson Becker. Now, a lot of players would just panic and blast it, right? Not Saibari. Instead, he executes this beautifully weighted, delicate little chip right over the Russian goalkeeper. Absolute ice in his veins. It was instantly an iconic World Cup moment. Just like that, it's 1-0, and the stadium, which was heavily dominated by those 80,000 Brazilian fans, just fell into complete, stunned silence. You can imagine the pressure. In his very first World Cup match in charge of Brazil, Carlo Ancelotti suddenly finds himself firmly on the back foot. Morocco had actually rattled the giants. But look, you don't win 5 World Cups without knowing exactly how to respond when you get punched in the mouth. Just 11 minutes later, Brazil launches a rapid counter-strike. Newcastle's Bruno Guimaraes finds Vinicius Junior out on the left flank. Now, Vini is facing Achraf Hakimi, literally one of the best right-backs in the entire world. But Vini uses this lightning-quick dribble and just completely skins his marker. Left him in the dust. After beating Hakimi, Vinicius unleashes this magnificent curling shot with his right foot. It sails past Morocco's goalkeeper, Yassine Bounou, and tucks right into the far top corner. I mean, it was an equalizer of just pure world-class quality. His 10th international goal, by the way. And it proved exactly why he is Brazil's absolute primary driving force when they're firing on all cylinders. So if we look at the timeline of this first half, it tells such a dramatic story. A blistering start, a shock lead for Morocco at 21 minutes, and then that world-class Brazilian response at 32 minutes. That left these two heavyweights locked in a thrilling 1-1 stalemate as they headed down the tunnel. Moving on to Section 2, Ancelotti's tactical chess match. While the first half was all about fire and flair, halftime is where Ancelotti's pragmatic, sort of risk-averse side really emerged. See, both Casemiro and Roger Ibanez had picked up yellow cards in that super frantic opening 45. Recognizing the absolute danger of facing a lethal Moroccan counterattack with potentially 10 men, Ancelotti subs them out. He brings in Fabinho and Danilo instead. It was a highly cautious move, prioritizing a crucial group stage point over risking an opening game defeat. All right, Section 3, the 18-year-old sensation. When we talk about tactics, we absolutely have to talk about the hidden gem of this match. 18. That is the age of Ayoub Boadi. He's this incredible young talent from Lille who stepped onto the pitch against Brazil and played with the maturity of someone 10 years older. I mean, he was giving serious shades of Spain's Pedri out there today. It was incredible to watch. His match stats are honestly staggering. He beat 6 ball carriers and won 4 out of 5 of his ground duels. And remember, he's doing this against seasoned Brazilian veterans. If he keeps dominating the midfield like this, mark my words, he's going to be one of the huge breakout names of this entire tournament. This leads us right into Section 4, the second half tension. So the tempo slowed down considerably in the second half.
It's like both teams suddenly really recognized the stakes of the game. Still, Brazil managed to find some fleeting chances. Like in the 55th minute, Igor Thiago gets this super bizarre opportunity off a quick throw-in that completely caught the Moroccan defense off guard. It was ultimately dealt with safely, but it served as a stark reminder that the threat was always looming. But the real heart-stopping moment? That came right at the death. Late in stoppage time, Morocco launches one last gasp attack. The ball's fired on target, and Alisson Becker has to make a heroic double save. He stops the initial shot and then literally scrambles to clear the rebound with his hands. It was a match-saving, body-throwing effort that stopped a massive Moroccan upset literally right at the final whistle.
Wrapping things up with Section 5, post-match autopsy and standings. So, what does this all actually mean for the rest of the World Cup? Well, we learned a few things. First, Morocco's attacking trio is undeniably elite. They aren't just a defensive block anymore. Second, Brazil's defense? They actually showed some real vulnerability against that high press. Third, Vinicius Junior remains Brazil's absolute world-class driver. And finally, Carlo Ancelotti's calculated approach definitely prioritizes risk management over reckless attacking.
Historically speaking, this 1-1 draw is super fascinating. Brazil amazingly extends their unbeaten streak in opening World Cup matches to 21 games. That's a record dating all the way back to 1934. Meanwhile, Morocco maintains a much unluckier streak, remaining winless in their 7 World Cup opening matches. History, it seems, kind of has a way of repeating itself, doesn't it? Taking a quick look at Group C, Brazil and Morocco both walk away with 1 point. And with Haiti and Scotland waiting in the wings, these 2 heavy favorites are still in a prime position to advance. That is, of course, provided they capitalize on those upcoming matchups. Which brings us to the ultimate question to wrap up this explainer. Both of these goals are nothing short of world class, but which one was truly the goal of the match? Was it Saibari's masterful, incredibly bold chip over Alisson? Or was it Vinicius Junior's beautiful, curling gem past Bunu? Really think about it, debate it, and keep that passion alive as we watch this incredible tournament unfold. Thanks so much for learning with me today.